pads are interesting tools. I really like them and I have a huge collection of them. And actually this was the first practice pad I ever bought. And believe it or not, these are the first pair of drumsticks and the first snare drum I ever had as well. The thing about the practice pad is that sometimes it can be quite neglected, even although it's our best friend as well. What happens is that we may get into a hotel room or we put it on a bed or a cushion or a settee or whatever it may be, and we actually are inclined to forget about listening to our body, that is, listening to the posture of our body in relation to the pad itself. So sometimes we find that we're sitting too high like this and the pad is down here, and we may be thinking, well, we want to warm up the limbs or something, and everything is out of tune with the body. And although we may not feel any aches or pains, they're happening, they're there, it's planting the seed in a way. So it's always important to imagine the practice pad to be an instrument in itself. So when I'm striking a pad of this angle, I know that I'm really wanting to use the traditional grip and wanting to play in that way, then giving the sound all of the time. So it's a performance through the practice pad. So you're warming up the physical aspect of your body, but also the mental part as well. And you're imagining the audience there too. With this type of pad, this actually has 6 surfaces to strike on. And we have to think to ourselves, well, you know, we're inclined to warm up quite a lot before a concert. So these surfaces here, they allow the stick to jump off very easily indeed. On this side, we have to work a lot harder. So this is something that I would use, and I'd make sure everything is in tune with the body, the posture is there, and I would just try and choose a surface that is making me work a lot harder. So I'm gripping onto the sticks a little bit more than I would. All the time, there's phrasing, there's a middle, there's an ending there, a beginning, middle, and ending. You're giving this musical idea all of the time, rather than... It's as though you're playing scales with absolutely no emotion whatsoever. So always imagine this as being a musical instrument. There's the end goal there. You're feeding your customers, i.e. the audience, with sound. In a way, the body, you know, you can see it perform, you can see it give so much. So that's basically it. It's just imagining this as an instrument in itself. Make sure it's on a good surface that is allowing you to function at the very highest level.